Hello and welcome to the Bachata Moderna DVD Volume 3. If you're watching this DVD, it's probably because you have seen the previous DVDs, you have taken one of our workshops or bachata classes, or you have seen our dance on the internet. I am Juan Ruiz, director of Bachateros Online Magazine. For this DVD, I have my dance partner, Samantha Cilia, and also we have as a guest instructor, Josie Cote, the 2009 Australia Salsa champion. After all, it's good to see salseros and bachateros working together. Now, what are we going to have for this DVD?
Well, Juan, on this DVD, as our previous DVDs, we're going to talk you through the fundamentals of the Bachata Moderna. These fundamentals are going to help you master this style. They're also going to help you enhance your Bachata traditional by allowing you to step outside the square and stop moving from right to left.
And then we'll also go over some fun, cheeky and sexy Bachata Moderna combinations, incorporating the fundamentals that you've learned in this DVD as well as from previous DVDs. So I hope you guys remember your crosses on 1, on 2 and on 3, and also your back turn, right? Because we're just about to use them.
Okay, are we ready for some Bachata Moderna? Yes? Okay, let's go for the count for the twist hip fundamental. We start on 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and twist, 5, 6, 7, twist, 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip. Okay, the first fundamental, the new fundamental we're going to learn, it is the twist hip. It is your standard basic 1, 2, 3 to one side, but the difference is that instead of just doing a hip on the spot, for the ladies we're going to be twisting and hip at the same time, and for the guys we're going to be transferring our weight. Okay, we're going to go slow. So we're going to start with the basic. We're going on 1, 2, 3. Here I'm going to lead my partner for a basic caminito. 5, 6, 7. Nothing has changed here. On my next 1, 2, and 3, that's where we do the twist hip. So we're going to lead forward on 1, 2. On my third count, it's very important that both our weights are in the same line, so then I can lead with my right and continue holding with my left for the twist. As you can see, Samantha kept her balance. While she was doing the hip, she just twisted to the opposite direction. Then we're going on 5, 6, 7. Same idea. We are here on the same line. Guys, I'm going to lead with my left, keeping a connection with my right. And twist. And now, guys, we can continue doing this move as many times as needed for your next moves that you are going to be leading.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente.
Okay, let's go for the count for the quick step back. Guys, you can lead this move in both directions. So we're gonna do it in the two directions. We're going 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and hip. Okay guys, let's go for the breakdown for the quick step back. The idea of this fundamental is that you're not going to be doing your bachata left to right. Especially for the ladies, what's going to happen? You're going to be moving forward and then moving back in your line. So guys, we had to learn how to lead this move. Now this move can be led on the 1 or on the 5. We're going to do it in both directions. So the first one, we're going to start on 1, 2, 3, and hip. 5, 6, 7, and hip. Here, this is a standard caminito. I could take my partner to go forward. But I'm going to use this new fundamental, which I'm going to lead my partner to step forward while I'm stepping back with my left. So we're going on 1. As you can see, my hand has created connection on her shoulder. My other hand is holding by the lady's waist level. I step back on my 1. On my 2, I'm going to lead her to step back. 2. Now you see Samantha, she only transferred her weight. She didn't step, she transferred her weight on 2. On 3, I'm going to continue leading her back. So now Samantha's going to step back while I'm going to be stepping forward. 3, and then I'm going to let go and hip. And now you can let her close on 5, 6, 7, and hip. Okay guys, we can lead this fundamental in the opposite direction. So we're gonna start. We go on 1, 2, 3, and hip. This is the standard caminito, which I can take my partner to go forward. I'm gonna lead my partner to go forward, but I'm gonna be stepping back on my feet count with my right. We're going 5, I have stepping back. Now on my 6, guys, I'm gonna step to the side and I'm gonna make her step back. Once again, Samantha is not, she just transfers the weight back. 6. On 7, now she's gonna stepping back. Well guys, we're gonna be stepping forward. 7, and hip, we're facing the same direction. Then we're going 1, 2, 3, and hip.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día.
Let's go for the count for the step and go. We're just gonna do it on the side so you can see your steps. So we're going on 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, step and go, and 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, step and go, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, step and go, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, step and go, and last basic, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip. Okay, this step and go fundamental is mostly for the guys because we want to match the ladies' footwork when we're doing on the same direction bachata. So if I start to my left, 1, 2, 3, and hip, standard bachata, then I go 5, 6, 7, step and go, 2, 3, and hip. As you can see, when I did my bachata, 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, 7, I should can go back to my left. But because I'm using the step and go, I can continue going to my right. If I do it the opposite direction, starting on my 5, 5, 6, 7, hip, 1, 2, step and go, 6, 7, hip. So that way we can match our ladies' footwork if we're facing the same direction.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti.
Okay, let's go for the count for the washing machine combo. We start on 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, and hip. Okay guys, let's go for the breakdown for the men. For this one, we're going to start with a basic on 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, 7, prepare. I'm going to do a hammer lock, meaning that I'm going to turn the lady with my left, but I'm going to keep my right hand on 5, 6, 7, hip. Now it's very important that I turn her on the spot and I move to the side. Why? Because on the 5, 6, 7, I'm going to be going under the bridge on 5, 6, 7, hip. Now, in this part, I'm going to only focus on the arm because we have to learn this first before we go into the footwork. Guys, on the arms, I want you to turn with your right, turn together, and now when you're facing her, pretty much with the left, you're going to start going up, both hands together, then on the next one, keep the left hand down, and with your right, you're going to go inside the window, so then you're going to finish with the lady on your left side. If I were to do a bit quicker, guys, starting from the hammer lock, here to the side, my right hand starts turning, my left hand starts together with the right, continue turning at the same time, then keep your left hand low, your right hand goes up, then you turn inside, and then you're going to have your partner on your left hand side. Now, we have to put this together with the count. So what we said before, we start 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, 7, hip. Now, here we go. We know the hand movement. Now we're going to focus on a footwork. Guys, we'll start with the left. On 1, 2, 3, hip. Here we're back to back. On my 5, 6, 7, continue turning. 5, 6, 7, hip. Nice and easy, guys. The most important thing is that we're going around the lady and we help her for her to go around us. On the next one, guys, I'm going to take her around on 1, 2, 3, and hip. Now I'm going to let go with my left and I'm going to continue leading the lady to come around me on 5, I'm going side, 6, 7, and hip. 2, back to the basic.
Okay, ladies, it's time to break down the washing machine around the guy. We're starting on 1 with our basic. And 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, we're going to be leading us for a hammerlock on the spot. And 1, 2, 3, hip. On 5, we're going to be stepping forward with our left foot, moving to the opposite direction of our partner, but finishing back to back. On 5, 6, 7, 8. You notice here that our partner is raising our left hand, which means on the next count we're going to be starting our turn. So stepping on 1, 2, 3, and hip. We should now be back to our partner. If we continue on 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice here that 1 has led me to be a little bit back behind his shoulders. However, my left hand is out in front. So therefore, on the next move, we're going to be stepping on 1 with our right foot, and this hand that's wrapped around is actually going to be leading the direction we're going to be going in. On 1, 2, 3, and hip. Now, ladies, on the next move on 5, our partner is going to be letting go of this hand. However, it's important that we are tracing his body. On 5, 6, 7, 8. It's important to make sure that we trace our partner's body because then he knows exactly where our hand's going to be when it's time to collect. 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, stop. Ladies, just a little tip for the washing machine move. You'll notice that there's a lot of hand movement going on there. So tip number 1 is to be relaxed and make sure you're following your partner's lead. Tip number 2 is in relation to your feet. All my feet are doing in this move is your basic bachata step, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual.
Hi guys, next move. It is the slow turn to the quick step combo. We're starting with the count. And 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, boom. Okay guys, here we go for the guy steps. We're going to start with a basic turn. On 1, 2, 3, I raise my left hand because I'm going to lead for the basic turn. Lead it on 5, 6. On your 7, guys, what I want you to do is to scoop your left hand all the way to the lady's waist level and then raise it up. In this direction, on your hip, you're going to be facing this direction. Then on the 1, guys, we're going to start with the left 1, but we're going to be transferring our weight, keeping connection with the shoulders on 2. On 3, we're still connecting with the shoulders, and then on the 4, we're doing with the hip. On 5, 6, and 7, we'll lead the lady for a basic turn, but I kept my left hand connected. Now, this is the position for a quick step back. On the 1, guys, I'm going to be stepping back. 1, where the lady steps forward. 2, 3, and hip. We have swapped directions. On the 5, guys, I'm going to be stepping to the side with my left, where the lady's going to be coming forward. On 5, 6, 7, and hip. Now I swap the hands and holding my right to right. On my one, with my right, I'm gonna be stepping out of the lady's way, and I'm gonna bring her to turn on 1, 2, 3, and hip. I'm standing side to side. Now, on my 5, I'm gonna lead the lady forward on 5, 6, 7, hip. At this moment, I'm holding only with the right, and then I'm gonna be leading the lady to come back on 1, 2, 3, hip. And then to finish with the count, 5, 6, 7, hip.
Okay, now let's go through a few quick tips for the ladies. Here we go. We're going to start with a half basic. Like this, we're going 1, 2, 3, hand up on 4. Now my partner is going to lead me into a turn to the left. So I'm stepping on 5 and 6, turning to the left now. If you notice, he's doing a big scoop down, so I'm going to over rotate on 7 and do my hips facing the side on 8. Now I'm going to continue through with this, and I'm going to step onto my right foot on 1 and 2. Now he's going to lead me back onto my left foot for 3, and by 4, I do my hip movement facing him again. Now he's going to lead me again into a right turn here, caminito, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, as you can see, we're still connected with that right hand. Now we're going to do a quick step forward on 1, and then he's going to lead me into a step back on 2, stepping down onto my right foot, back again on 3, and hip on 4. Now he's going to lead me across for 5. I'm going to do a little hand styling like this with my left hand. So as I go across, I'm going 5 and 6, 7 and 8. My left hand back onto my hip. Now I'm going forward. He's going to lead me turning to the left, starting with the left foot. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. At this stage, we have both hands connected again, and he's now leading me forward onto my right foot. 5, 6, 7, and hip on 8. Now, leading me with my right hand, we're going to go into a turn to the left again, and I'm going to step a little bit quicker than usual because I'm going to do a double turn. So I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and hip on 4. From here, finish up with a nice body roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual. El ritmo de la vida me parece mal.
Let's go for the count for the twist hip funky combo. Guys, we start 1, 2, 3, and hip. 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip. 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip. 5, 6, 7, hip. Okay, let's go for explanation for the guys for the twist hip funky combo. Now for this move, you're gonna notice that we're gonna be using a lot of the twist hip fundamental plus the quick step back. So guys, we're gonna start with the basic on 1, 2, 3, hip, to the caminito, 6, 7, hip. Here, I can leave my partner to go forward, stand a caminito, but I'm gonna let go with my left, 1, 2, 3, and hip. I stay in the same position and let go my partner to go on 1, 2, 3, and hip. On 5, 6, 7, I'm gonna bring her in, but without losing connection, I'm gonna turn it to her left on 5, 6, 7, and hip. Very important on the 6 and 7, you lock in with your elbow so the two of you guys are facing the same direction. From here, we're gonna move forward, stand caminito, 1, 2, and 3. And we're gonna be doing the twist hip. Guys, here's our weight. We're gonna twist on 5. Continue leading, 5, 6, 7. Once again, our weight is on the same foot. Guys, we're gonna twist for the twist and hip. Now, my next 1, 2, and 3, guys, I have connection with the lady shoulder, and I'm gonna be leading for the quick step back. We're going 1, 2, 3, and hip. And now nice and gently, you can bring the lady forward on 5, 6, 7, and hip.
Okay ladies, it's time to break down the twist hip funky combo. Just a few tips before we start this move. Tip number 1 is it's really important to turn on your core and make sure you're keeping a hold of your own balance, especially when we're doing the twist hip. And ladies, tip number 2 for this move is to ensure that we always have good connection with our partner, especially when we're doing a move like this, making sure that our elbows are bent and we have our fingers curved, so we're pulling here, creating tension with our partner. Okay ladies, we're going to start with the basic. And 1, 2, 3, hip. On 5, our partner's leading us for a caminito turn. On 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice by 8 we've finished in line with our partner. On 1, he's going to be opening us out. On 1, 2, 3, and hip. This is where I was talking about before. It's important to make sure we have a good connection here and not opening our arms, because he's going to be leading us through on 5. On 5, 6, 7, 8. Once again, we have finished in line with our partner. On 1, he's going to be leading us forward for a caminito. On 1, 2, if I stop here on 3, what's going to be noticing here is I'm going to feel my partner to lead this hand up, so I know something else is coming. By 4, he has twisted me around to the other side. This hand has come to my shoulder. We're continuing forward on 5, 6, on 7 here, guys, I'm going to feel a slight lead from this hand here on my shoulder to start twisting me around to the other direction by 5. Ready forward on 1 and 2, 3 and hip, leading forward on 5, 6, 7, 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual.
Okay guys, let's do the count for the cross on 3 to SAG. We start 1, 2, 3 and hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip, 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 and hip. Okay guys, let's go for the explanation for the cross on 3 to SAG. As the name says, we're going to be using the cross on 3. This time we're going to be doing the cross on 3 on the same direction. Now also we're going to incorporate the SAG, the step and go, one of the new fundamentals we have explained in this DVD. So guys, we're going to start with the basic on 1, 2, 3 and hip. When I'm going to leave my partner for the basic turn, on the 7 I want you to do a big scoop, so then you can continue going on the same direction. Guys, but don't forget to do your step and go. We're going on 5, 6, step and go. So which direction we're going to be going? We're going to be going to the same direction on 1, 2, 3 and hip. 1, 2, 3 and hip. I swap position. My right hand came to the lady's waist level. My left hand went to the side because I'm going to lead her for a cross on 3. On the cross on 3, guys, we're going 1, 2. Make sure you're twisting together. 3 and hip. And again 5, 6, 7 and hip. From here, I'm going to take my partner on a basic, 1, 2, 3 and hip. Now, on the exit, I'm going to leave my partner for a basic turn. While she's turning clockwise, guys, I'm going to be doing a step and go, but I'm going to be turning at the same time to the right. So we're going on 5 and 6, guys. I have swapped here, hands on 6, on 7, continue, 7, step and go, 2, 3, to the final.
Okay, ladies, it's time to break down the cross on 3 to the SAG move. Before we go into this move, I'd just like to clarify that our footwork is staying exactly the same. It's our partners here who are going to be doing the SAG to match our footwork. So if we start here, we're going from a basic. On, 1, 2, 3, and hip. As we can see here, our partner is leading us for a turn. I would like us to stop on 7 on the next move. On, 5, 6, 7. As you can see here, 1 has stopped my hand here on 7, which means to me that I need to stop travelling. On 8, he's then going to continue twisting me, so I face the front and his other hand's coming to my hip. On 1, we're going stepping to a side, 3 and hip, finishing our basic. On 5, we're going to be doing our cross on 3. So we're stepping to the side. On 5, I'm going to feel from my hip here and also the hand here that my partner is going to change my direction. On 6. On 7, I'm going to be travelling forward to face the front by 8. We're going to be doing another cross on 3, stepping to the side on 1, changing our direction on 2, stepping forward 3, facing the front on 5. Okay, our partner is now going to lead us for a basic starting on 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. But as we can see on 8, our partner is leading us here for a turn. So we're going to be turning on 1. On 1, on 2, we're going to notice that our partner has brought our hand down and he is going to be changing our hand. Okay, we're going to continue the turn facing the front and we're going to finish this move facing our partner with our hip. And then continuing on for a basic 6, 7, 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual.
Okay guys, so let's do the count for the cross on 3 with the ladies walkthrough. So we start and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip. Okay guys, let's go for the explanation for the cross on 3 ladies walkthrough. In this move, we're going to be doing the cross on 3 with a turn. So I hope you guys remember how to lead for the cross on 3. We're going to start with an open cross on 3. We're going on 1. On the 2, when we create the direction, guys, I want you to lift the left hand. 2. On the 3, you're going to lead it for the turn. 3 and hip. On the 4, guys, we step to the side. 4, 5, you're going to create the direction. You're going to collect with the right. Step and hip. On the next 1, 2, 3, you're going to take the lady backwards. 1, 2, 3, and hip. And then we're going to take the lady forward. This time, guys, on the 7, we're going to open. We're going on 5, 6, 7, and hip. This one, guys, I want you to open very strong, and you put your weight on the right. The legs going to be doing some sexy styling. From here, we're going to lead the lady forward. Guys, our weight is going to change. 1, 2, on 3, you're going to bring it back. 3 and hip. So you notice in 2 counts, my weight was forward, then I bring it back. Now on 5, the leg's going to step forward. 5, guys, you haven't changed your weight, but on your 6, you're going to step with your left. 6, 7, hip.
Okay, ladies, now for the explanations for the cross on 3 with a turn, the first thing you're going to need is a dance partner. So go and grab a man, grab him onto the dance floor. Okay, let's start with this. So we're going to start with a cross on 3, but we're going to add a little twist to it. We're going to add a turn. So starting facing the back, I'm going side 1, direction 2. Now I'm going to turn to the right as my partner leads me here, turning to the right on 3, and now hip on 4, face your partner. Now from here, second cross on 3, 5, 6, and stepping back on 7, hips on 8. Now, as you can see, he led me a little bit strongly here, so I'm facing to the side. Now we're stepping back on 1, 2, 3, and hip. That's nice and easy. And now we're stepping forward 5 and 6. And as my partner leads me into this opening, I open 7. And now here, it's time for a little fun, some styling. You can do a little hip on 8, little styling, bum back like this, as you wish, okay? Now from here, we're gonna go step forward to the other side on 1, 2. Now I like here to do a little body roll on 3 and down on 4. Now into the last turn, turning to the left, ladies, 5 and 6 and 7 and finish on 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual.
Okay guys, let's go for the counts for the ladies walk to the hip turn. We're gonna start and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 and hip. Okay guys, let's go for the explanation for the ladies walk to hip turn. First thing, I'm going to start with a ladies around the world, but this is an open around the world I was explained on the previous DVDs. So it's very important guys, you keep that connection and that momentum happening on your 5 count. And 1, 2, 3 and hip. Now on my 5th, that's when I'm going to leave for the around the world. On 5, the main difference is that I have a step back and I created some distance with my partner. On 6, I'm going to continue leading and I'm going to go under her arm. On 7, she's going to be on my side, and by 8, we're going to be completely facing the same direction. On the 1, 2, 3, I'm going to take my lady forward. 1, 2, 3, but then I'm going to do the twist hip. From here on my 5, guys, I'm going to lead the lady to continue to go forward, but I'm going to be twisting to the right, 5, because if I continue twisting, 6, I am doing this turn, 7, and hip, which now I'm facing my partner. On my next 1, 2, 3, guys, I'm going to open my arms, I'm going to bring them in because I want the lady to finish with the hands in the air by 4. By 5, I'm going to place my hands on the hip. Guys, the importance of this turn is that she's going to be turning on the spot and I'm going to be moving around. So I'm going to be facing actually the opposite direction on 5, 6, I'm connecting here. I'm leading here with my 5 on the lady's hip. On my 6, I'm leading by the shoulder. On 7, and continue, and 8, and hip. And then for the basic, she's going to place the hands down to complete the move.
Okay ladies, it's time to break down the walk to the hip turn. Our partner's going to start by leading us on the basic from the enclosed position. And 1, 2, 3 and hip. On 5, this hand here is actually going to separate this connection we have here. So on 5, I'm stepping to the side, still connected to my partner, but I'm on a different line. On 6, this hand here is actually going to pull my body through into this direction. On 6. On 7, my partner is actually going to be letting go of my hand here, however, twisting me with this hand to be facing the other direction. On 1, we're going to be walking through on 1, 2, 3. 3 is when I'm going to feel my partner here, twisting my hand down to face him by 4. On 5, we're going to be stepping forward with our left. However, we notice that our partner is scooping our hand down. So on 6, we should be back to back. On 7 is when I'm turning to face the other direction to finish facing my partner by 8. Okay ladies, on 1, our partner's going to be leading us for a basic. However, he's going to be changing our hand positioning in the meantime. So we're going on 1, 2, 3 and hip. By 5, our partner's hands is on our hips here. Because on 5, he's going to be leading us for the turn. On 5, continuing on 6, finishing by 7, hip on 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú, me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa.
Let's go for the about turn combo with the count. We start 1, 2, 3 and hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 and hip, 5, 6, 7 hip and 1, 2, 3 and hip, 5, 6, 7 hip. Okay, let's go for the explanation for the guys for the about turn combo. Guys, we're going to start with a basic, and on my 5, 6, 7, I'm going to be leading for the about turn on 1, 2, 3 and hip, 5, 6, 7 hip. I have completed my about turn, but the main difference is that I keep a distance between us because I want to move out of the way so I can lead my partner to go forward in this direction. On my 1, I'm stepping back with my left and I lead it with my right. 1. On my 2, my right is going to be stepping to the side. 2, continue. 3, and hip. With this tension, guys, we're going to swap positions. On my 5, I'm stepping to the side. 6, 7, and hip. So what happened here, guys? We had did a hammer lock on yourself. On my 1, I'm going to be showing my hand because I'm going to be using this to turn the lady while we swapping positions again. So we're going on 1, you see my hands going up. On 2, I'm scooping down. On 3, continue turning and hip. We're facing the same direction, then we're going on 5, 6, 7, hip.
Okay, now we're going to take the ladies through the explanations for the about turn combo. Now, ladies, when you're doing this about turn, you need to make sure that you get your left arm out of the way, okay? There's 2 ways of doing this. You can either style it up like this and then take it down onto your partner's shoulder, or you style it directly to the side. Your preference is up to you, okay? So let's start this with the about turn. We're going basic 1, 2, 3, about turn, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Now, as you can see, I took my arm out of the way and placed it behind my partner's shoulder. Whether you do it up or to the side is up to you. Now, stepping forward on 1, 2, 3, and hip, and another basic going forward on 5, 6, 7, and hip. Now, what you need to pay attention here is your partner's lead. So he's going to show you the hand like this. Make sure that you place your left hand here. And now, your partner is going to lead you into a turn. So he firstly does a big scoop to indicate you to turn. So you step forward on 1, and you're going to turn to your right on 2, continue turning on 3, hips on 4, finish it off with a nice half basic 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente.
Okay guys, let's go for the count for the advanced exit on 1. So we start 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip, and 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip, 1, 2, 3 hip, 5, 6, 7 hip, and 1. Okay, let's go for the explanation for the advanced exit on 1. The first thing that we need, it is our partner. Please, Samantha, will you join me? Well, now that we have our partner, we're going to start with the exit on 1. Guys, this move, it is an exit on 1, which we have taught on the previous DVD, but now we're going to be doing a bit more advanced move in this one. So we're going to go with the basic on 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna prepare with my right hand. I'm gonna lead the lady on a counterclockwise turn on 5, 6, 7, and hip. Here we're facing the same direction. Now if I was doing the traditional, I will be going forward, but because it's an exit on 1, I'm gonna take her outside the bachata square. On 1, I step back and I start my lead with my right hand. On 1. On 2, I make her to step back. On 3, I'm gonna turn her back again. 3, and then and hip. As you notice, we have a step back of the bachata square. Now I'm gonna lead her to move back. On 5, lead her for a turn. 6, 7, and hip. And then just to complement this move, guys, we're gonna finish with a bow turn. And 5, 6, 7, and hip.
Okay, ladies, we're going to explain here the advanced exit on 1. If you've seen our previous DVDs, you've already seen us go through the basic fundamentals of the exit on 1. This time we're adding a little twist to it. So our partner's going to lead us for a basic on 1. And 1, 2, 3, and hip. The lead here with our right hand is going to be leading us for a turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Important here to make sure our weight is even and we're shoulder to shoulder with our partner. Okay, on 1, our partner is going to be leading us on with our hand up in the air. By 2, we should be facing the other direction. 2. On 3 is when our partner is going to lead our hand up in the air again to continue facing the other side. And then he's going to finish the move by leading us with a turn. On 5, turning on 6, collecting on 7 and 8. And to finish off this move, we're just going to finish it with the about turn. On 1, 2, 3, hip. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú.
And we are here to the bonus move. This is the vine plus the flares. This is a move that we had taught on the previous DVD. Right now we're adding it up. We're making a lot more out of the move. This move, guys, is very nice when you do it to a bachata tango song. So everything that you learn on the Moderna style can be implemented to these other types of bachata. Okay, let's do the count for the vine with the flares. We're gonna start on 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, hip, 5, 6, 7, hip, and 1, 2, 3, and hip. Okay. To continue with the move, guys, we're going to start a bit on this side so we can use this space to travel. We're going on 1, 2, 3, and hip. On my 5, 6, 7, just to make it a bit more sexier, I'm going to move this hand to my shoulder. We're going on 5, 6, 7, hip, so that I can place my hands on the lady's hip. Then I'm going 1, 2, 3, and hip. Here I'm going to be doing a exit on 1. Very important, guys, that you raise her a little bit so then her weight is lighter for her to follow the cross on 1. We're going cross to the side, cross backward, and then right away you're going to do a flare. Flare. Now you're going to lead your partner to continue move forward while you're stepping backwards. You cross, a flare, you cross. On the next flare, guys, we're going to be crossing, cross backwards to the side, and then cross forward. From here, guys, we're going to be doing a flare going forward, flare, and another flare, flare. On the last flare, guys, we're going to do the flare to the vine again, cross back, and then to the side, and then the basic, 2, 3, and hip. Now, for this purpose, I'm going to do in this direction so that you can see our footwork as well. We're going 1, 2, 3, and hip. Here we're going to cross 5, 6, 7 to the flares. 1, 2, 3, hip to the vine. 5, 6, 7 to the flares. 1, 2, 3 to the vine. 5, 6, 7, hip. Very important for this move that you're leading your partner by the hip so then she knows which direction she has to go.
Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual. Tú sabes, te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Me espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente, me veo tan diferente. Me haces falta tú. La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual. El ritmo de la vida me parece mal. Era tan diferente cuando estabas tú. Sí que era diferente cuando estabas tú. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti. Y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubiera sido sería tan feliz. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti. Y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubiera sido sería tan feliz.
Yeah, forever. You know, we're the movement. Ayo, Chi-Town, Miami, New York City, LA, B-Town, Dallas, Houston. Here we go. México, este es pa' ustedes.
La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual. El ritmo de la vida me parece mal. Era tan diferente cuando estabas tú. Sí que era diferente cuando estabas tú. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti. Y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubiera sido sería tan feliz.
EQS, Flow Records, Bachata Music. Forever. We're the movement. That's right. We told you we ain't playing. Pero ando viejo.
This is it. If you're watching this part of this DVD, it's because I hope you have mastered all the Bachata Moderna combination taught in this DVD. And now it's time to go out and show them off. Any final tips?
Just a little tip for the guys. All these moves are leadable. You just need to make sure that your lead is clear and confident.
And Josie?
For the ladies, don't assume that because you're dancing bachata, you will always be going from left to right only. Your partner can now take you in any direction.
Guys, also don't forget to check our website, which we have a lot of information in regards to bachata, dance articles, dancers interviews, and we also have a section with free bachata music. So please go and check our website. If you want to see more about Bachata Moderna, please go to the Google or YouTube and type Bachata Moderna as well. It's been a pleasure being with you guys. Samantha, thank you. Josie, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Tú sabes.
Yeah.
So, what movie do?
Can you put my Michael Jackson on the camera at one point?
Now, our partner is going to continue on doing a basic. However, we stop here on 5. Is that 1? Okay, please stop there.
Me veo tan diferente.
We're going here on 5.
Me haces falta
This is 5. Okay, it's on 6. We're going 6.
La
Okay, 5.
gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual.
Say you move to music
El ritmo de la vida me
like what the
parece
hip turn for the
mal.
men, take 1.
She's running.
Era tan
On
diferente
7 is when I'm
cuando
turning to
estabas
face the
tú.
other direction to finish facing my partner by 8.
Sí que era diferente cuando estabas
About
tú.
hip turn. Okay, so you step forward on 5 and you turn.
Sorry. 5, looking for a turn. 6, 7, and hip. What do we do now? The about turn or the...
I think you did about turn.
Oh yeah. Okay, ready? Any final tips?
Just a tip for the guys, all these lips.
No te hubiera sido seria.
Okay.